Mark Outdoors here, and I'm currently deep in the woods on Michigan's coldest day of this winter yet. I will be camping, pulling a sled behind me, and making new reflector fires with a skill that I've earned while cooking amazing food and having a great time and trying to avoid freezing to death. Let's go. Made it to this little part of the trail that I gotta get over. So the powdery snow just eats up anything that sits in it. Oh my gosh. What I'm looking for particular in a campsite is a down tree that's also brought its root and some dirt with it. And I plan on making a reflector fire out of it. So I'm on trail, just scouting out left and right, seeing if I can see anything, but the forest is just so dense. It sounds like I'm stepping on more frozen water, so I know I'm for sure in a pretty swampy area. I think there's enough trees here, at least in some denser area, that I might be all right, but again, we'll have to see. I've actually spotted this right over here, this down tree. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna start digging out some area underneath it and see what's actually underneath us before I go ahead and start trying to make a fire. I don't think this spot will be a good choice, because as much as this looks like a great spot to camp, right down here is just a bunch of water that's frozen, just a bunch of ice sitting underneath there. If I start to sleep on it, or if I make a fire near here, all of that's gonna melt and I'm gonna start getting wet. And so I'm really in a swampy area right now. I'm gonna maybe have to backtrack and try and find somewhere that's a little bit more solid, or even another spot that's at least got some ground underneath it. So we're gonna see. I've trekked a few bit more in the woods now, and I think I found a decent area where I want to camp, just up there, scouting. So I'm gonna bring the bin up. All right, welcome to camp. I need a little water break. I love this tent. It's so easy to set up and tear down. When it gets cold and your hands are really cold, luckily mine are warm because I've been moving and I can actually work with them off right now, but I know I'm gonna have to put them on pretty quick here soon. But you can just set this whole thing up in like 4 or 5 minutes and you're ready to go. So I just got to get this rain cover on so that if it does like start snowing tonight or sleeting, I don't even freeze. All right, now it's time to start work on our fire. It's gonna go just about where the sled is and whatnot right here. Something different I did this time rather than the last time I went out, which is about 2 weeks ago, and the temperatures dropped about 30 degrees since then, is I actually brought some wood with me. Now, seems like cheating, I know, but we're in the woods and I'm still out here in the cold, so at viewers' discretion of who's cheating, whatever. Nonetheless, I can take down dead wood in these woods, but there's no birch really in these areas, and a lot of this stuff is kind of wet from the sleet and whatnot that's been hitting, so it's really hard to start. Now, I brought some of this birch because the bark on it burns really good, and it'll actually make it easier for me to get warm out here. And this is my first time camping in this kind of weather, in this cold of weather, let's say that. So let's knock down some trees and get some more wood to build a reflector fire. So my plan is to keep breaking off pieces and having a sharp piece on the end, and then even though this ground's pretty cold, it feels soft. It feels like there's some moss here. So I should be able to really pound this into the ground and make some stakes where I'm going to store some wood for the reflector. This is all I need. See if I can knock it up against this other tree. I guess not. Goodness. This thing must have been pretty fresh because that was pain, more than it needed to be. So a little bit more. Now, some have asked why I don't wear Bertram all the time in the daytime. Well, it's because that orange hat I was just wearing that I just put back in my tent is because this is an active hunting ground area and people can actually shoot small game animals, which is what's in season. Now, I don't exactly want to take many chances wearing Bertram on my head because if he, you know, somebody mistakes him for an actual raccoon, well then there I go, and then there the video goes. But I also wear the orange hat just to let people know where I'm at, and you know, I don't spook anybody. It's a lot more easy. It's a lot easier to see. But now that it's kind of getting a little bit dusk, I'm gonna keep Bertram on and keep my head warm. I might switch back to the orange hat if I feel like I need to, but we'll see as we go. it feels good to have that fire going. I mean, I'm not even near it, and it's just going over there, but it just feels good morally. One problem that I am having over here is my wood is going to catch into my stockpile because I got everything so close, so maybe that's a learning moment. But all I need to do is just stir up the flame a little bit, move some stuff away. That behind the fire there, this wood back there, that's real warm wood back there. That's gonna be good tonight. If I don't die from smoke inhalation. All right, well, that's what you get. That's what you get for buying an axe from Harbor Freight. More firewood. And of course, I was so close to getting that undone too, and then the axe broke. We have the heavy work done. I'm gonna try and clean up around here and get some stuff set up while it's still daylight out and I can see. And if I need to go out and get stuff at night tonight, I can definitely do that still. All right, in this bag I have my dinner, which has since frozen since I took it out of my car. So I'm gonna keep it near the fire and try and warm up my dinner. Wow, my hat from earlier actually froze. I have never seen this in this state it is right now. And I took Bertram off my head because he was getting me hot. And I actually am gonna have to put him back on because I'm getting cold now because I'm sweating. Well, I have somehow set my entire setup into time-lapse mode, but I hope you guys enjoyed that. So I'm yeah, I got that cot finished out and I'm gonna put him in here and get my sleeping pad on top of that. All right, that's gonna be much warmer to sleep on tonight now that I'm off the direct ground. All right, let's see what we got in here for dinner. So we have some broccolini, we have some cooked rice, and we got some chicken wings, 5 of them in total, that we're gonna be roasting over top of the fire. This gift here from Kayla Nelson's mom, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. I will be using this tonight to roast my wings. And I got some dessert items too, don't worry. So this entire meal is already pre-cooked. I just need to heat it back up. So I'm gonna put that rice and broccolini in here, and I'm gonna put it right onto the fire, and then I'm gonna roast those wings and heat those back up on top. Get that rice and broccolini into this pot. The rice is actually frozen to itself. Wow. That rice in there. Get that broccolini in there too. So since my axe broke earlier, I actually been using it kind of as a poke stick. So you can see down here, its handle, or its actual blade to the axe is currently burning. I'm gonna burn that off and take it home and see what I can do with it. But and it's just good firewood. So yeah, just keep on feeding it with little things, bit by bit. Drop that broccolini in there. Oops, get that on there, and then keep the lid on, clean off the bottom, and then let's use this to open this up a little bit. Oops, I don't want to get our glove burned. And start cooking on there. Oh yeah, you can already hear it. Get some of these chicken wings on here. That guy. Slice him right through. Get him right there on the flame. I think we can prop him up. Oops. Oh yeah. That's getting hot now. Head's getting a bit cold, so I'm gonna put Bertram back on. He loves me, you know. Wow. Look at that. Look how hot that meat is sticking to my lid. Oh, man. I didn't even think about that happening. Let's get that guy in there. Wow. Might even be too warm. Oh, yeah. He's crispy on there now. Yeah. Let's eat. First bite. Cheers. Mmm. That is so good. Look at that. I took a freighter out of that. Mmm. Mmm. It's, I mean, there's some meat left on here, but I've practically eaten this thing to the bone. Let's take a bite of our rice and broccolini. Let's go with some of this broccolini, or no, we'll try some of the rice first. Mmm. That's really hot. Ooh, but that's good. It's crispy too. It's a little spicy. Ooh. That is good. And tonight, for dessert, I got myself a pear and an orange. So, orange is one of my favorite fruits, especially when it's cold. And I've never really gotten to eat pears, so I'm gonna slice this up and have a little dessert. Huh. Wow. That's really sweet. That's a really good fruit. Wow. It's like kind of like an apple, but softer and sweeter and less crunchy. Just to show you everybody, I didn't bring a thermometer out here, but for where I'm at right now, it is 1 degree and the low is going to be 19. And that, I assume, is at least later. So yeah, I shouldn't get any snow tonight and I should be good, but these are freezing temperatures that I'm in. And yeah, the averages lately have been negative 26. So very cold out, but no snow rolling in. Should be all right. Just got to stay warm and trust my gear. Oh no. I've made a bit of a mistake. I was sitting here trying to figure some stuff out, and I just burnt a big bubble into my water bottle. Oh, that was so silly. Well, I have another water bottle, but I actually purchased this one for money. I mean, I know people say microplastics, but realistically, when that thing dries, I mean, yes, I'm never going to probably drink out of this again, but relatively, I would be okay to drink out of this. I mean, look at this thing. Don't want to make that mistake ever again. Plan, what I was going to do was put hot water, I was going to boil water, and I was going to put this in it and sleep with it tonight. So that kind of changes up how things go. I got another bottle, but it's going to be a bit different, I suppose. One of the nice parts about what I did with this reflector fire here is now this has really gotten hot. All of this wood is now kind of starting to dry out, and really all the snow's melted off it. So I'm just continuously feeding off the top and feeding whatever leftover wood I brought in into this, and it's burning great. I'm a little cold in the toes still, but they're definitely getting there. It's getting better. So just gotta make it through the night. I figure it's probably time I put the baklava on. Baklava? Or is it balaclava? I think it's balaclava. Or no, bakala? Bakalaclava? What is the Greek thing that is also good to eat? Ugh. Start keeping my nose warm and not have any more frozen mustache. Oh, Bertram fits good right there. Sweet. Warm some of this water up. Let's go ahead and try and boil this up. You know, I was meant to have some hot chocolate tonight, and I actually didn't make it. And I think the time's passed for me to enjoy that, so I guess we'll have it for next time. I'm gonna pour this hot water into this bottle here. It's gonna be cold in this bottle, but I'm working with what I got. It's going to go right into my sleeping bag, where I am going to be sleeping with this tonight, and it's going to be keeping me warm. Got a super pretty fire going, and before you get in your house, just gotta knock your boots off. So I'm gonna crawl into my sleeping bag. I got that warm water in there, and I'm just gonna sit here and watch the fire and try and get some sleep. So I'll update you guys if anything happens, but other than that, catch you in the morning. Alright, well, I think it's about time I get up. I've been sitting here quite a while. Alright. Let's get camp picked up. And I froze in that ground. GoPro got so cold that my battery died, so I had to switch to my reserve battery and have it plugged in continuously. So tent is almost down. All right, well, that concludes my overnight sub-zero, -14 degrees camping trip in the middle of Michigan's winter. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to look out for the next one. Gonna go ahead and put this fire out completely, pack up my stuff. Hopefully the skis will fit back on, and I'm gonna hoof it out of here. See you guys.